Remember to say to yourself, my life is fine. Your spirit is interconnected with physical space. Invert your intestines against your heartbeat. Resume loosening. Now come to notice your ovaries. Go on breathing. Do you notice how your lungs are drifting away from the self? You were not put on this earth to remind yourself that you are paranoid. Hide justice. Do not forget that your sense of self is simply a physical interpretation of the super-expanding nature of the multiverse. And now you know. Finding balance is a wonderful dead end that's hard to get around. Try to free your mind. Breathe deeply. Keep your eyes shut. Make a long life, and only then will you receive illusions.
737 has started following. Thank you.
There's a correlation between popularity and being a weirdo. Keep repeating to yourself, my living is fine, my living is fine. Relax your mind. In ancient Japan, a dim-witted gnome once approached a fine, young seamstress and asked her, how come you are so befriended, you who are such a fine, young seamstress? That is because I am not really a fine, young seamstress, replied the seamstress. Upon hearing this, the gnome became sure that the seamstress had disrespected him, and took it to his heart and brought it with him for the rest of his life, and a couple of years later, he died unhappy.
One eternity later.
Keep focusing on your breath while thinking about how are visions the evil twins of your body? Close your eyes and take a deep breath. In and out. Keep breathing. Try not to think about the fact that those who sell authority forget nuclear power. Tell yourself that you are pathetic. create state-sponsored shame. Stop traveling. Don't stop being liberated.
Click the wrong thing there. Audio sound okay? Looks like it's coming through. Okay. There we go. There's the treats. Oh, let me get these guys on here. Oh yeah, they hear me talking. They see me moving. Look at Bud. Look at how sad he is. He's depressed. He's like, I can't wait any longer. Bud, maybe this is just the whole stream, huh? We watch to see what you do in this position. I put a piece of paper on him for stupid Reddit posts. And he was unhappy with it. Wait, keep doing that. Pud, come on. Kiss him. Kiss him right on the neck. And I'll give you the whole treat. This whole treat. Oh yeah, he's excited. He didn't know if I was going to do it or not. Pud, hey. Gotta come up here. Let me zoom back out. Oops. Oh, look, I know I'm going to sound really old here, but I hate pinch to zoom. I hate it so much. I don't want to pinch to zoom. I want to push a zoom in button or a zoom out button. I would actually really like it if my phone still had a keyboard and a bunch of buttons and maybe even a little mouse wheel. The last good BlackBerry, the BlackBerry Priv, you could use the entire keyboard as a trackpad, which seems unintuitive, but it was really, really fucking cool. As well as it, of course, being a touchscreen, because, you know, it's not like I don't want a touchscreen. I just don't want that to be my only input method. Pud, I really love that you try to get back into line on the other side. Like, nope, I was here first, actually. Crackers has been a really bad boy since I took him outside. He's just been screaming at me to go outside. And I'm going back and forth on if we should have scheduled outdoor time or if I can never take him outside again. Because he's a good boy. He's cute. But I can't have him sitting next to, or 10 feet away from my chair so that I can't wave my arm at him and scare him away. He'll sit 10 feet away. He sits right over there, right where that orange traffic cone is. And I sit here. He sits there and he yowls all goddamn day. For hours, for like 3 hours this morning, he just yelled at me. I haven't taken him out since Sunday. And he's just being so annoying. It's raining today. I guess I could try taking him out in the rain and be like, see? Sometimes it sucks. But I feel like he'll just yell at me more. When people call the internet Wi-Fi when talking about our internet work, you don't, and you don't have Wi-Fi. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty old. Especially if you're on a desktop that's hardwired. Nope, nope. Come on, come on. Crackers, I'm not messing with you. Just trying to get you guys to lick each other's faces. What's wrong with that? Yes, lick him. Lick your brother. Because the wired internet works better and we don't give employees or customers access. Well, I would like to hope in a alcohol dispensary that you would not want to give people access, but you never know. I've seen people ask in really dumb places. I saw somebody asking in a car rental place once, like, buddy, what? What are you doing? This is a car rental place. You're leaving in a car. Okay, that's just about it, guys. Who's going to get the last lick? Oh, this is what we should be doing. We should be putting a last drop up here and then seeing who comes for it. Then we do a prediction. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get the last lick? Who's going to get it? Oh, Crackers got in there. Crackers is the champion. This is a thing now, just so you guys are aware. I think Crackers is going to win a lot. Pud gets a little hesitant after he's eaten about half a treat. You had a customer come up asking if you had the Wi-Fi password. Yeah, it's FUCK_OFF. Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, my boss said fuck off. He said fuck off. No, he kept saying fuck. Oh, no, I'm sorry. My boss wants you to fuck off. Yeah, could you fuck off, please? That'd be fun. All right. Means you'll have to start gambling before you set up the treat cam. Yeah, I need some type of thing that pings me to do it. I wonder if I can automate it. Somebody probably made an automated betting thing for like the beginning of your stream. All right. That took long enough that my controller just connected. Actually a little humid in here from having the window open. Okay. Let me postpone this. We'll come back to this. We'll take another look. But we'll start with a couple of things we have in queue there. Esports. 21 hours. Oh, Drool Spawn. Drool Spawn doesn't want to see us start either. How you doing tonight, bud? Okay, hang on a sec. My queue is doing what my queue does. There we go. There we go. MiG 737 motorcycle helmet. Next, let me get this queued up so I don't get confused here. Gambling only goes for a minute. Need to start it as we redeem. I think you can have it except for a really long time now. I have a predictions box. Oh, did I close it? Oh no, here it is. Start prediction. Submission period goes up to 30 minutes now, actually. So I could actually prepare it when I start getting set up for stream and have it still running once I get cracking. That's probably the way to do it. I will write that down and then forget. Where's my notepad? Whew. Yeah, that'll be funny. Oh, no. What? All my cameras just crashed. Don't like that. Do not like that at all. Do not like. Okay, I'll be right back. I need a motorcycle. Okay. Job number one here is we're going to check this for spiders. It's very clean, and it smells like a helmet, so I would assume there's none, but you never know. And that would be about the worst thing ever if I put on, like, a helmet full of spiders. Yeah, 30 minutes now. Yeah, I don't know when they changed it, but I know it was relatively recent. Oh. I've worn this for motorcycling like 3 total times. Okay. Exit. Oh, fuck off. Is it going to let me play, or do I need to update first? I think it's going to let me play. Migs, let's see what you got here. LCW, WWY, BHG. Only 3 times. So, oh no, I need to update. Okay. Sorry about this. This is what we're doing. So I got a little mopeder cycle, motorcyped. I don't know. It was Honda. What the hell was that thing? No, update the software. There we go. Migs, hello. We're struggling here. We're getting started here with your level in a sec. Can you do me something? What does that mean? What does can you do me something mean? Oh, oops, it switched over to the Wii U, which has my old level on it that I was working on. There it goes. Okay, auto switch picked it up. Cannot believe you can get an auto switching HDMI switcher now for $40. I've set up auto switchers in conference rooms that cost like $10,000, $15,000. Okay. Honda. Oh, I should be able to find it. C70 Passport. Okay, so it was a Honda C70 Passport. Here, let me find it. Let me find you a little picture here. Browser. These little fuckers. Just absolutely beautiful little bikes. Yeah, I'm not familiar with a puke. I really hope it's a puke. Unfortunately, it was hard to get my hands on. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, that's a cute little bike. It was pretty hard to get my hands on. The only one I could find, because I'd previously ridden one, and the stock ones were, the stock ones had a semi-auto, like you shifted, but there was no clutch. So I don't know what you call that. Semi-manual? The one that I purchased had a 125cc Lifan engine strapped in, and it was 1 down, 3 up, and it was so hard to get it into neutral. And I struggled with it. Then it started having electrical problems and a bunch of other problems, and it was one of those things where it fell apart on me, and I was over it. I ended up giving it to a friend, who I assume threw it in storage. No, I don't know what a puke is. I can give you feedback. That is what we do here. That's what it says on the tin. That's what it said on the rules, and that's what it says in those stupid boxes on the bottom that literally no one reads. Is that the same code that you gave me before? You gave me a different code? You gave me a different code. Which code do you want me to do? The one you just typed in or the one you gave me? I'm going to do the one you just typed in. 6-FLD-BPG. Too difficult that nobody would play that, but could you just see it? Well, I mean, we'll take a look and I'll tell you what I think. Oh, 1 is the creator code. Okay. PG. This hat is hot. A while is not going to be long. I want to buy a good scooter. I would love to buy a good scooter. Cash is really tight right now. I love scooters. That's why I still have this, because I'm going to wear it when I have a scooter, because I have to have the compound helmet or my face gets claustrophobic. But I'm poor. The First Dance. Speedrun 16 OS by Chutts. Hard 54H. What do those things there? What is 16 OS and what is 54H? Yeah, we'll take a look at the viewer after. That's pretty typical. Aprilla SR. I would recommend like the $1,000 price range. Oh. I did really like that it was a moped that was street legal, that had a shifter. That was actually a lot of fun. 160s at the description. You could just use 4 numbers, 54 H's. How much time it took to beat it? Oh, God. That's why there's 0 clears. Okay, hot ass head. It's hot in here. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. It's getting humid in here, too. Now my head's hot. Colombit, how you doing tonight? Thanks for dropping a level in there. Hey, speedrun stuff. I did drink some water. Did I drink some water? I'm pretty sure I drank water. Oh. If I don't get that fucking central air unit installed, you guys will get to see. I get real flustered when I start to get hot. Piaggio motor block on it. Go. You gotta tell me what that is. What does the block do on the motor? What is that? You said, I also recommend getting one with a Piaggio motor block on it. I don't know what the motor block is. Does that block the motor from touching your leg? Or is that like a block on the motor? Yeah, I don't like that little... No, I know what a motor and an engine are. The most complicated things I think I've done on my car is, on cars or vehicles is, I swapped out a starter on my old Mercedes when it started on fire. It was a diesel Mercedes. So it literally started on fire and I saw it, the starter did not turn off on its own. And it blew itself up, and I took off my leather jacket and put the fire out. Like, I pulled over in the road and just started putting out an active fire that was coming out of the side of the... Not trunk. The front trunk cover? Whatever the fucking thing is called. The hatch in the front. And it was diesel, so I could just friggin' push start it. It was nice out, and the engine was already hot. I just pushed it, got it going. Don't need a starter, don't even need a battery to keep those things rolling. Oh, God, what the hell is that pinch point? That's so awkward. Changed out the starter. That wasn't too bad. And I've done pulled radiators a couple of times. For one car, because it kept needing to be patched, and I was cheap, so I kept patching it real bad with Marine JB Weld. Which was not addressing the root issue, was that it was overpressure because the heater core was looped out because the heater core exploded. That was the whole thing. But I know enough to get into trouble, but I don't really know that much about stuff, especially motorcycles. Yeah, I don't know what you want me to do there. I'm guessing I'm supposed to bonk and then jump and then bonk and then jump. But it's such an awkward setup for a triple jump, I'm guessing. I only have so-and-so experience with scooters. Yeah, I know avoiding a two-stroke, whatever. I'm pretty sure two-stroke is the ones where you're mixing oil into the gas. You want to not do that shit because that sucks. And because you need to put oil into the freaking gas tank every time. But I would like to hope that those have gone by the wayside for being useful. You know, I bet somebody's got a decent, cheap scooter out in China. Decent electric scooter out in China that you could probably import for pretty goddamn cheap at this point. That might be worth looking at when I have spending money. I'm sure there are ones where you can, yeah, I mean, where you have an oil tank and I mean, they all need oil, I'm pretty sure. Are there unlubricated engines? But, I was talking about the very old shitty mopeds where you're filling them like you're filling a shitty lawnmower, where you're mixing gasoline and oil directly to put into the engine because it lubricates that way. Water pump and radiator go cracking in half at the same time. That's at least an easy determination. Throw it out. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if there were 2 strokes that automatically mixed oil in. That would make a lot more sense and be a lot less annoying, especially if it told you the oil was low. Yeah, I don't know. 1 week apart. Oh, God. I must have talked about the van at some point and how it was held together with wood, and local auto shop put in a new transmission without telling me it was about to fall apart. Charged me $3,000. Really should just heckle them. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make a mistake and forget to put gas in and have the whole thing fall apart. Yeah, that little pinch point there, that little ice swastika that you're having me part my way through is just an exceptionally awkward little thing there. You know, in general, especially with extremely high WiseAnorak, thanks for dropping a level in the queue there. We'll get there pretty soon. Let's take a look at the viewer here. As far as doing an extremely high difficulty level goes, I like that it opens nicely. I think it's really important to open with a relatively consistent and steady jump right out the gate to avoid player frustration, especially with how fast the player dies or how slow the player dies in Mario Maker. It gives you some actual movement that you're getting back into. Like, you actually get to start moving right away, and it's not some tough jump right away. It helps you get back into the flow and stay in the flow, which is nice. But then at the same time, this weird pinch point right here, that makes that a lot worse. I don't like that. That esports, that's yucky. It's hard to understand exactly what you want the player to do in this spot here. I get that I'm probably supposed to bonk and then jump, bonk and jump, and then triple jump here, but it's so awkward. It's so awkward. There's a reason why this is usually the minimum height you see for triple jump setups. This is not that. This seems like it's like a block and a half. It's basically a block, but you're starting 1 block lower. It's exceptionally awkward. It's a really rough thing to start out with, and I'm not a fucking Team 0% speedrun level player. I am sorry for the Team 0% guy who runs into this. But it's a really weird pinch point to have super early, and I imagine we're going to see more of that. Oh, yeah. And then we're doing these weird little short hop twirl things. God, I hate that. It's such an unfun input. Maybe some people like that. I really hate it, though. And then, you know, it's hard to read out a lot of this. Duck jump is okay. These look like the duck jump twirl thing that you're doing, where you're doing that little twirl in every single one of them, but you probably have to hold a lot of momentum to get past that third one there. This I can't really parse other than I'm going fast and then I'm going fast again, and then I am hitting these and then grabbing this, and then it opens up, it looks like. Yeah, nothing in the note block. Did the graphics get worse on Wazulis, or do they just look like this for a new soup? Square. For nothing? Empty square? Are we putting the POW there? No, we're keeping the POW. When I get to this point, I'm going to assume that you want me to triple jump here, and that looks very wrong. I do not think there's room for me to triple jump there. So I'm guessing you want the player to come up here and take care of the Muncher. In a speedrun level where the player, I'm guessing, has the 200 seconds that you require them to finish it in, you need to clearly indicate where the player is going. You don't want to have this weird split where the player might run forward and not jump on the clouds, assuming that they're coming from the other way for that, and then triple jump up to here and then die and just be annoyed. Yeah, kind of a puzzle speedrun. But it's mostly just you forgot to tell the player what you want them to do. The player doesn't know you need them to come up here and kill this Muncher, and they're going to think, maybe I should hang on to the POW. What if I need it? What if I'm supposed to go over the Muncher, blah, blah. They can't even see the spring, so they don't know what the next step is. They don't know that they're putting the spring over here and then bouncing on it. You have an indicator here for them to drop, but, I mean, that's going to be so far away from what the player can actually see. trying to think. Let's see. Let's get one screen worth loaded in here. And then we'll be at about this position. So the player may not even see the Muncher when they're coming towards it. Yeah. Yeah, because we're going to be just a little over half. Yeah, player might not even see the Muncher until they've run under it. And it's not like anybody's going to do this first try, but did you generate a clear video for this? I hate people being like, check the clear video, bro. That's a dipshit cop-out for idiots, and it's fine. Team Shell is way on it. There's a large number of people who think that's a defensible position. They're wrong. They'll always be wrong, but that's fine. But even if that was your purpose, even if you were that, if that was the type of level you were making, did you make one? You need one. But better to indicate to the player what's expected of them. I have, but don't publicate it. Yeah, that's bad. You're bad. You made a bad level. Oh, God. It gets... So then we're bouncing on the spring here and coming along. Nice. To these clouds, I'm guessing. We're going to twirl in and land on these clouds. And then we're doing a micro coin letter precision. I hate this. I hate this so much. God damn. There are so few people who play precision, and there are people out there who play precision. I'm guessing if you get the key, you can't get back up there, or you don't have time to get back up there. But maybe you need both keys. Maybe you grab this key, and then you're squeaking through this stupid hole to get back up here. I was guessing we needed to get the red coin. Oh, God, there's a shitload of red coins. No, you're right. You need the key. It's not a random key. We have to come down here and get this key, and then work our way back up. Ugh. Ugh. I don't need to see more of this. This isn't a good level. This isn't a good level, and the people who would play a extremely long, ultra difficult speedrun level don't want to play micro coin precision letters level, ultra precision level, and then the people who want to play an ultra precision level don't want to play an exceptionally high difficulty speedrun level before they get to it. Like you got a lot of wires crossed here, and there's no audience for this. Yeah, I don't know what you're going for here. The First Dance. You were trying to play off of you're probably trying to play off of some Team 0% thing. That's probably why you were scraping up a bunch of likes there. Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of people crafting out level intended to torment Team 0% either. Maybe they do. If they do, cool. I'm still going to try to judge it on its merits as a level were I to try to play it like a level, not as a challenge in monumental difficulty. I don't know. I feel like difficult things should also be fun. I think that's what makes Dark Souls special. I think that's what made La Mulana and La Mulana 2 so special. And even Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Later.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I missed some things in chat here. Hang on. I'm scrolling back. You saw the easiest part. Yeah, I'm not interested in the rest of it. That's what it boils down to. I'm already convinced that it's a bad level. Miles, let's see what you got here. If you want people to see the rest of the level, you shouldn't make it like that. Duh. RJ2, MG0. Oh yeah, what are we missing chat here? You guys blowing up your cars. Spent 500 fixing the first problem. Spent another 500 fixing the second. Yeah. Okay, they should have known that you needed to change both at the time, though. I feel like when you're pulling the radiator, I mean, some cars, the water pump is like behind the tire or something, but they should look. They could get a fucking mirror or something and look. Did you remove the Metroid hat redemption? No. Are they turned off? They might be turned off. They might be turned off, because I had to turn stuff off to make room for crowd control that I might not have turned stuff back on for. Yeah, I feel like if... I never drive while intoxicated or drinking at all, but I feel like if I had to mix oil with the engine, with the gas, I would make a mistake at some point, and it would make my life harder. N1H. Okay. No, it didn't miss anything else. Oh. Yeah, I really should. I really should. Okay. Title card looks okay. I really should call back that mechanic and be like, hey, you guys did a inspection and then it turned out that the vehicle was held together with wood. That should have been detected on the inspection. I want a refund. Oh. And I think about 1.5 years, 2 years. I don't know. I couldn't afford a lawyer to sue him. But threats are free. I'm never going back there, so there's no reason not to. Not much wrong with using too much oil other than having a lot of smoke from the exhaust. Yeah, I would assume I would screw it up and it would end up breaking. I've had so many cars with so many issues, and I have a lot of anxiety about it. I mentioned that van falling apart. I put thousands into that. Spent thousands on it. I got completely fucked, and it was supposed to be reliable. I planned it out. I actually talked with a buddy who was really familiar with Astrovans, who was gonna look over it on video, but video wasn't there. I couldn't get video where I was buying it, and it was a whole thing. It was a fucking catastrophe. And right before that, I bought a car from my girlfriend that fell apart after like 3 days, 5 days, couple of weeks. It fell apart really fast. And just before that, my car fell apart, and it was so many cars that fell apart. I've had a wheel fall off on a truck I had for a while twice. I've had so many fucking problems with so many fucking cars. Yeah. That was a bad Astrovan. I've had so many fucking problems with so many goddamn cars that I just can't deal with it. I've had cars die. Loop hazard. I want that to be Loop and Snoop, but I bet it's not. Okay, let's take a peek. I've had cars die on long trips. Really long trips, and it's been an absolute disaster dealing with it. And I'm over it. I'm over cars pissing me off. Thank God. Okay, cute shell jump setup. Cute auto. Okay, calm down. There we go. That was cute. He had a little bit left over in the time too, which I really like. Flow is good. Gotcha, fake out. I don't know, off-switch thing is like such obvious bait at this point that like I really want to see an inversion on it. I want to see somebody do something interesting with the platform fallout, like something significantly more creative. Not even necessarily troll level stuff, just something a little more creative than the same thing I see in every speedrun. Other than that, it flowed fine. It did its job. Even when we were a little teeny bit off, we still made it through everything, so nothing was excessively tight. Good. Finished it really fast. Cool. Next. Oh yeah, let me postpone that one. We'll probably save that to the end here. I still want to take another peek at that, but we'll give it a minute here. We'll wait till it slows down a little bit, Columbus. Let's see what you got. Yeah, the Astrovan was really cool. I wanted it. I really want to drive it. I really want a van still. I've been thinking a little bit about if Heidi wants to buy out my Kia Soul that I bought. Fuck you. I always wanted one. P5G and going with electric van. Like that new Volkswagen's looking cool, but some of the early review stuff was making it look pretty bad. But I would like a van. I feel like a van is a really good middle ground between a truck and a regular car. Plus, you can sleep in it. Made a mercy contraption. I like to hear that. Oh my god, Heidi is messaging me that she's finally playing Terraria again. Deep Marine Sea of Trolls. Made a mercy contraption. Let's take a peek. Oh my god. Brain empty. All memories. All memory gone. Okay, I think we can just duck under this, right? Yeah. And then swim. Coming back to me. I remember playing Mario Maker long ago. Oh my god, what's that? Go away. It was not hard. Just look at Panga videos to see how bombs work. What? Did Panga start making educational videos? I think Oops. Unsubscribed to Panga. He did some really amazing things in Super Mario World for a long time and did really great stuff with Mario Maker for a long time, and then it got worse. I don't know, then it just got bad. That sieve, the fake sieve, the knockoff sieve contraption video that he made ticked me off. Having a little trouble with consistency at the beginning here. I think some of that's on me because I remember some things, but not enough things. Okay, there we go. Okay. It does look like I need that now, too, so, okay. Yeah, it was a cool van. It was hulled out in the back, so there was a very large space in the middle. Like, there's no middle seats, and it was floored. It had a wood floor installed. It was cool. Ready to sleep in. Really wish the guy had just disclosed the state that it was in. Okay. Good no room. Oh yeah, lower pipe, okay. Did we finish this last time that we played it, or did we give up and move on? Okay. Sometimes it's being a dick. You did complete. Okay. I guess we can just wait for that guy. Oh, yeah. I think I was generally pretty happy with the dark. Was it except for the first thing? The first thing felt really weird or baity, maybe? Oh, the ROM hack in the hole. In the middle. No, it was not. Actually would have been better if they used some nice, like, vinyl to hold the car together. That might have been a little stronger. No, it was, I really wish I could remember exactly what it was. I remember seeing it. It was like, essentially like the frame was supposed to be bolted onto the body, right? But like it rested in some things and then they were attached. I don't remember exactly how it was attached. Again, I'm not a car engineering person or a car person really. But that whole fucking mess was rusted out, and the guy had just stuck some wood in there and crammed it in and painted it black, and it was just a wood peg basically that the whole body of the car was sitting on. And the mechanic that I took it to, that I was trading IT work for, told me, he shows it to me and he's like, that's what's holding the car together. If you hit something with the bumper, the car, the whole thing will slide off. The whole thing will fall apart. We don't even want to drive it out of the garage. We don't even want to drive it out of here. We don't think you should drive it out of here. Oh, I went thing. The wood didn't move the wheels. No, it was just how the body attached to the frame. The wheels were attached to the car through metal and wheel stuff. Wheel stuff! These are technical terms. I keep feeling like that mushroom should come a little higher. But it seems like it's actually pretty hard to hit that wrong. Oh my god, it's very easy to go in there. Wood for body mounts, but also not attached. Yeah, it was kind of sitting on them, I think. Not a professional. I did sell it. I did bring it home, and I don't think I ever drove it again after I brought it home. I very clearly disclosed the body stilts, pretty much. Oh. Guy did his body work in the woods. Oh, okay. I'm having a little trouble hitting that. I kept going in the pipe, so I delayed too long. Yeah, I sold it to some kid who... Yeah, that. Some kid who worked in a welding and body shop kind of thing. I don't know, but he had access to a welder. I think it was a body shop that, or mechanic that just had a welder on staff that they thought were gonna fix it. But I very clearly disclosed what was wrong with it. I also very clearly disclosed I did not think driving it was a smart idea at all, that they should tow it out of here. The guy was very clear, and they made their choices. But I showed them. Oh, it's a duck detector. Okay. That's cute. Hard to tell exactly what you want me to do there. Well, I honestly, I don't know. I wonder if I can find him and follow up with him. I assumed they were planning to fabricate new mounts. But they thought they could make it work. Touch. Yep. Okay. Was this what I was thinking of? Was this the dark level that I started with? See if they fix it or he died. Probably one of those. I feel like if he died on the way back, I would have heard about it for sure. Was this the one where there was that weird blue coaster thing right at the beginning that otherwise was good, or am I crossing some wires? That the one? Okay. Yeah, not having that blue coaster is good. That was very confusing. Okay, yellow pipe works a lot better, it looks like. Yeah, I actually had a lot of time to land there and then get back up since I knew it was coming. Okay, I think... Oh, Crackers, come on, bud. Where are you barfing? You better not be barfing on something. Crackers, no! Don't barf on that! There we go. Okay. Yeah, now I'm gonna remember a lot of it, I think. Now the pieces are coming together. Is that just a stop? Oh my god. That's actually a lot better. That's a way funnier, really simple and stupid wall that the player just can't get through. That's funny. Yeah, that's dumb and that's pretty funny. Yeah, better than a speed trap. It works well. Very simple. Oh, yeah. Okay, now we want to wait for this? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna remember a lot of this. Yeah, and I mean, if you're looking for feedback on something specific, there's no real problem with, Okay, we did it. With submitting it relatively quickly or recent to when I played it recently. If you're looking for me to more authentically take another look, it probably takes me like a friggin' minute. Go ante. Go ante. Oh, yeah, because the solution was go under. Yeah, we spent a long time on this, and then we got through. Yeah. Was the ante up there? Was it this? Where's the ante? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we had this, this POW thing. And yeah, I remember thinking that this wasn't too bad of an anti-soft lock. But wouldn't be a bad idea to, have some type of failsafe. Because the number of people who might do this wrong, who might just absolutely suffer with this, I feel like is pretty high. It's easy in underwater. It's definitely a lot easier. But I feel like there's a little bit of a skill ceiling and a potential to get, like, totally fucking frustration locked. Something's happening up there. How many of these do we have to break? I'm guessing we have to wait a second, though. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah, there we go. So if you fuck up too many times, eventually you can just die. Yeah, that's a nice setup. That's a nice way to do that. And I could absolutely see somebody getting super frustrated and keep trying. So eventually just opening the floodgates would be a really nice relief. You might actually be able to just get to that now. Hard to say. You'll have to watch people who are looking at it fresh and see if some of them actually manage to just get that as soon as they see it spawning. I keep expecting those two to collide if I hit that at the wrong time, but every single time it is weirdly consistent. I'm guessing that the ball stops. Lesson learned. Yeah, van was cool. I still really want a van. The ball is moving down. I know, I'm sure if I hit it while he's actually occupying this space, it'll break. But I keep feeling like he should start while the ball's still moving up and they'll collide, and it seems like one of them delays or flips around. Like maybe the ball just starts going down when he starts moving. That's probably what it is. I bet he starts pushing the ball if the ball's in his path. So the only way it won't work is if he's blocking where the ball needs to spawn. That's why it's extremely consistent. Because I thought that the first time, too, and I remember thinking about that. It's like, how in the fuck has this never fucked up for me? I recently went way down on the nicotine again, from 0.08 milligrams per milliliter to now at 0.05 milligrams per milliliter. So a little less than half, but it'll split out really good for the last couple of batches. That was the thought there. And then I went and did the math and figured out how much nicotine's in potatoes, and this has roughly the same amount of nicotine as about 900 potatoes. So I'm getting to the point where it's almost food levels of nicotine. But yeah, potatoes, tomatoes, anything in the nightshade or anything kind of related to those plants has a little bit of nicotine in it. Eggplants have some nicotine too. Wah, wah, wah. So if you're ever really jungling for a smoke and you just don't have any access to any nicotine, what you want to do is eat about 900 to 2,000 potatoes. Really get your fix. Maybe raw. I don't know. It's probably destroyed by cooking. So maybe tomatoes? Raw tomatoes. Stems too, probably. I remember this. Has anything else changed in any significant way from here? It is bizarre and hilarious that that's a safe spot. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, I really like the new ID Buzz. That's what they were. The new ID Buzz vans coming from Volkswagen. I'm not a big Volkswagen guy at all. I think it's Volkswagen. But they looked really cool. And they were combining like a 70s-ish look with electrical van and a lot of modern amenities. Really cool interior. That seats like 1 billion people and there's like a table in the middle. It was fucking cool. But if money's gonna keep being stupid, it's probably gonna have to wait till like Gen 2 before we're putting another car on the friggin' bills. But Heidi's car is gonna fall apart at some point too. I don't remember what this was. This is different. It was Spike. It's still Spike. Well, he's doing his job. The same. Wasn't it broken up different? I thought it was visually different before. Maybe it's exactly the same and I just can't remember anything. Also possible. Dry Bones is not there anymore. I thought there were more blocks above, too. I just feel like it steered me differently last time. Crackers. Whoop! Take a break. Why do I need to take a break? We have a vortex pillar to fight. No, you take a break. Now Heidi wants to play Terraria. We'll get to him. You're gonna have to wait for me to be ready. Tomorrow. Cracker, stop yelling at me. We're not going outside. There we go. Oh, he didn't hit the on-off switch this time. There we go. There we go. Also use bumpers for speed. A cocaine joke? Oh, that's a little different now, too. Where that moved, I guess? That moved a little bit? I think that moved a little bit. Esports. This guy is gonna starve to death. I need a sec. I need to drink coffee and relax. Yeah, I really liked my 1976 Mercedes 240D. Got like 40 some miles per gallon of diesel, but had trouble getting past 70, 75 on the highway. Not very fast. It had, I think, 67 horsepower, but it was a very, very low number. That was very, very reliable. And, man, diesel cars just did not really take off in the US for automobiles, and I really wish they had, because you own one and you start learning about how they last forever. That specific car and the cars like it, the W123 body Mercedes cars, are like, were the only car in Colombia forever. Like, basically 80% of the vehicles were just those because you could fix them. You could fix them forever. They were exceptionally easy to work on, and that was what they had over there, so they just kept fixing them. There was an enormous library of information available from both enthusiasts and, Bosch, like, bought all the tooling for the parts in, at some point in, like, the 90s or the aughts, and they started remanufacturing all the OEM parts, and it was crazy how well supported it was for such an old fucking car. It would be, and what I really liked is I could work on it. I changed out I swapped over from small glow plugs to very large glow plugs. I put a starter in that car. I did a whole bunch of things that were things I would have considered way over my head. But it was an exceptionally easy car to work on. It was very well documented. And it seems like it was designed to be worked on by its owner, which was a really cool thing just generally. Okay, so I want to put him up here. Oh, that almost seemed like... Was that just going to fall down here and I was going to be dead? Has. Oh, gas has always been cheap in the US, so average Joe's never needed diesels. Unlike Europe, that pays per liter. Well, there's probably something there about just the pricing between the two being inconsistent. Oh, I think it was just go down. Just go down. Good, we did it. Yeah, changes are good. I don't remember my final conclusions there last time, but I feel like it felt a little front-loaded, or maybe I just got confused in the front. But either way, the framing, or the pacing, feels really good now. We move through it all relatively consistently with good speed, and it all feels like about the right cut, about the right length. Good length for me, especially. I think the changes in the beginning really, really helped it be less confusing. The duck trap isn't perfect, but it's not like a bad troll, like the other thing. You're going to figure out pretty quickly that the catch is ducking. I don't feel like light and dark were a huge part of it, but I mean, if darkness isn't getting in your way, you're in a good place for using darkness in the level. But some of that might also be that I remember it too, so I guess that's just something you need to pay. Every person understood the duck troll? Yeah, so, and we figured it out pretty quick. It just didn't stand out as like, wait, what am I doing here? And then I was like, oh, it must check if I duck, and then I moved through. So it felt like I just stumbled into the answer, but maybe that's the answer. But yeah, overall good. You know, we looked at it recently, so it's hard to say exact, and you have much new thoughts there. Your thumbnail's still weird. But yeah, so gas and diesel, price disparity and all that. Diesel, I had always heard that diesel was supposed to be consistent, and that was the advantage to diesel. As a fuel for trucks and stuff like that they could be really consistent with the pricing, and that was somehow better than it being cheaper or being what it cost. I don't know. But the higher compression rate in diesel engines necessitates that they be much stronger and more durable by nature of how they work. Which means that diesel engines on average lasted, at least when I was reading about it, would on average last like 2 to 4 times longer per, like, mileage-wise than average gasoline engine. And some of that might have been because they were measuring a lot of fleet vehicles that are well-maintained, or just European vehicles, and maybe they're better at maintenance over there. But either way, they tended to just last much longer. And in general, the idea of something that is a little pricier, but significantly more durable and long-lasting, it's, yeah, they do hate cold, but the big fucking, the loop style glow plugs, those motherfuckers will start. Those motherfuckers will start in, not the loop, the pencil style glow plugs will get started in like -30. I ran that thing all fucking winter. I got a block heater because it was fucking nice, because it was cold as shit. But that fucking thing would start in the freezing fucking nightmare. Glow plugs are a little annoying, but do you really mind sitting in your car for 10 seconds? You change the thumbnail so the fish has a body. Doesn't stop your fuel from gelling. Maybe we put additives in it? Maybe I put additives in it. That's entirely possible that I put additives in it to prevent it from gelling. But I feel like I didn't start putting fuel additives in until way later in my life. WiseAnorak. That's probably what that is. WiseAnorak. WiseAnorak. 72T 045 CG. Your work trucks need fuel tank heaters. Interesting. I'm sure they're diesel. Big old trucks. Tank heaters. Weird. I never had to heat my fuel tank. No, I did a block heater, but I put it in myself. And they called it a block heater, but it just goes into your coolant tube. It just heats up your Oh, well, I guess it heats up the coolant, and then the coolant heats up the engine, and for some reason we call that the engine block. Probably the block of metal on top of the engine gets all heated up. Huh. Good luck. That's always ominous. That's always ominous. I guess it's weird to be like, I hope you like it, then like fucking finger poke emoji or some shit. And you want to say something to acknowledge that you're there in an organic way. So I get it. But I guess I'm so used to people saying good luck to me because they submitted extremely difficult hot Timmy garbage. Then now I see good luck and I fear. Keep running and everything will be okay. Is that the Brazil flag? Brazil, right? Don't recommend driving Tesla in the highway. My dad always needs to charge every 2 hours. God damn. Thought their batteries got better as their owner got more. Racist. Oop. I kind of wish I wasn't touching that spike there. If I'm doing edge jumps like that, I shouldn't. Nanopeepums. No, I'm not going to be mad if you kill all of them. You can summon them again real easy. You should do that and let me know how that goes for you. Nanopeepums is playing Terraria. We have a server set up. And she's about to kill all of the pillars to get esports ready for the last thing. Sports. I kind of wish Tesla had done a van before they did that stupid truck. Okay, that's fully automatic. That's why I was making a mistake with that. Okay. Player doesn't need to jump there at all. I don't know how you indicate that to the player. Oh yeah, that spike needs to go. Yeah, especially if you're not going to indicate. With the speedrun, I'm going to want to make the jump at the end anyway. What's that Shelmet over there? That smells like cheese. Yeah, weren't there even more problems with Rivians than even Teslas? Weren't there a lot of people who had a lot of problems with Rivians? My earring fell out. My first level. Maybe I learn how to indicate obstacles. Yeah. Hello, Crackers. Oh, are you going down there? Here you go. You can go. You can go down here. Oh my god, hang on. My cat needs help. Getting in position. I didn't even look at the Rivian van, but hopefully they're doing better. Like, I would like it if there was a lot of competition in the electric space outside of the extremely established players who could start really bringing the prices down. But from what I heard about Rivian's trucks, their pricing was insane. Just totally fucking bonkers. They just did not have anywhere near the volume necessary to make the prices not insane. They're hemorrhaging money. They're hemorrhaging money with 130k fucking trucks? Oh, Crackers, what's up with you? Yeah, but that was also my thought, was that just with hearing the issues about them, considering how much they costed, and that a lot of people were regarding them as like first-gen style products and just generally bad QA, bad QC, if they stop existing, I assume, especially with electric vehicles, there's no support network, there's no people who can support them, so you're heavily reliant on your first-party support. It's not like you can go to the electric dealership and be like, hey, you guys work on Rivians? Because there fucking isn't one. Call your local power company. Like, hey, do you guys work on cars with batteries? And they're like, how'd you get this number? We're fucking Monopoly. We don't do shit except fuck you. Oh, are those crazy Amazon vans I've been seeing? Those things are cool. I was wondering what the hell those Amazon vans were, but not enough to look it up. But I kept seeing them and being like, damn, those vans are fucking cool. Yeah, if you're gonna do really modern with the shape, at the very least, do fucking... Okay, that's the Shelmet from before. Yeah, falling down. Going to submit my first level in this game. Yeah, drop it in there. Yeah, the flow is okay, but it's a little awkward for speedrun level. Not know exactly where I'm jumping to. If you don't want the player to do a full height jump at the very last second... Oh, I need to throw that there. Whoops. You can use a coin trail to indicate where you want the player to jump to, and you don't need to cover the entire level in a coin trail. A lot of people don't like that. I don't mind it. I'd rather you tell the player too much than too little. That's a little awkward. Hey, I appreciate there being a checkpoint. That's a speedrun level, but I'll take it. Nothing wrong with it. You're still speedrunning if you die. Oh, you're not speedrunning. Not really speedrun level. Where the hell was the red coin? Red key. And why would I have wanted it? Yeah, I was really strongly getting the impression that it was supposed to be a speedrun level based on how it was paced out, based on how you framed the level. Let's take a look at it in the viewer here. See what we're missing here. For a first level, that's a hell of a good attempt. Like, that is a not bad level. I would run into that in Endless, and I would be like, well, it's an okay level for Endless. But yeah, opening with the spring push and having sub 100 seconds makes me oh, and it says short speed run, hard 20-second. Not too hard. Sports. Yeah, I would maybe pull that spike or just move this whole thing over one, since the player's going to jump at the last second, or shorten this platform or move it slightly, but just make it so that in general you're going to make that jump more consistently. Oh, more or less fine. Hello, Crackers. What are you doing? I'm tired of you yelling at me all day. Oh, what? I pulled it up in the wrong browser. Hang on. You guys can't see anything I'm looking at because I'm really, really smart. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you knew what I was saying here was this part was to move this a little bit or make this a little bit more consistent, because people are going to try to jump off the end of this here, and you don't want to bash the spike each time. Columbit, thanks for dropping something in there. Yes, I'll B+. I'll B. Red key is just for lives. Okay.
Started
for the follow.
Thank you.
WiseAnorak. The bot will yell some words at you. I do Mario Maker most of the time. Not gonna lie though, Hades 2, kind of looking over my shoulder at that one. I just picked up Hades 1 on PC because I was just thinking about, like, maybe 2 weeks ago, like, shit, I should play through Hades again. That'll be fun, and I know the new one's coming out pretty soon, and then it fucking hits early access, and now I'm legitimately itchy. Literally itchy for it. Okay, bouncing. Is there another block in the middle there? That's weird. Yeah, that was a little awkward, but we didn't have any trouble reaching it. I was concerned we would. Ah, that's where the key was. It feels like a dev key. No good reason for the player to look for it. If you want the player to look for it, put a coin there. Put like a couple of coins right there, and the player will jump there. That's a good way to indicate a secret without handing it to the player. You can also do something, especially you have some time, like, okay, so we have this subworld, right? Instead of filling in the whole top part here, leave these blocks open so the player can jump up here and then hide the key over here. And then the player may even see it when they're climbing up here. You could put it somewhere where the player would see it right as they go through the pipe and be like, oh, what was that? And maybe they'll revisit. Maybe they'll just be like, oh, that was a secret. But better way to hide it than totally hidden. And then we're at the end. And then all we get is 3 lives up there. And it's cute. Secrets are cute. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I would try to orient it a little better for the player so that they're more likely to find it. Crackers. Make a new soup troll level about Yoshis. Thanks for the tips. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's see here. Let me find it. This guy has some excellent videos on building in general and getting started. That can be really, really helpful for make it easier to see the cat cam. There's no cats over there. You won't see anything. There, I turned it on. It's empty. Those are my points now. Oh. Yeah, that cam can only see the the hot tub cover that they hang out on. Yeah, really great, especially if you're just kind of getting started on it. You know, you started late, but you could get a head start on where are the cats? They're not on the pool cover. If I throw something at it, you'll see that. That's the Sharpie. Oh, is it too small and the green screen's eating it? I think the green screen's eating it. Nope, you won't even see the Sharpie. It's fake. Here's a cat. I'm making it easier to see by tugging on him a little. He's really mad about it. What are you so grumpy about, Crackers? I didn't even pull it. I just picked it up. I made it easier to hear the cat. Okay. Next here. Colombit. Let's see what you got here. LB1M. I mean, I'll leave it up. If Pud jumps up there, he'll very suddenly get very large. Night battle. Uh-oh. Use acorn to fly. Okay. Yeah, Amazon buying a bunch of Rivian, weird icicle. Buying a bunch of Rivians. I mean, they must be confident that they can work on them or that they'll be reliable enough. Somebody at Amazon had to have done that math. But I would still be real worried about maintenance if the company does go tits up. Eventually that won't be an issue. Eventually, enough people... Grabbing all 40 coins. Okay. Kind of hate that, but, you know, fine. Everybody starts somewhere, and... Ow, you started with the coins. Coin clear condition. There's one. Yeah, eventually we'll have electric maintenance dealerships. I can go through there. I don't have to use your door. I don't have to use your weird door. So wait, even your first level was uploaded on your sister's Mario Maker profile? That's what you said, right? Those are your sisters? They're just different, probably less complicated. Well, less complicated, but working on electric engine with like isn't all the drive technically in like the wheels too? Isn't that a thing? There's almost like little motors in there or something. It's been a while since I've watched or read anything about it. Oh god. That's weird. That's a weird way to not have a naked pipe. And additionally, working on an electrical engine, electrical system, it's not like that's crazy. There are lots of people who work on AC and DC powered engines anyway. But there aren't shops out. Well, I guess vacuum cleaner shops. That's a AC engine repairman shop. You might be able to get like an electrician together and electric motor has like 2 parts. You might be able to get together a vacuum motor repairman and an electrician and kind of go from there. But yeah, I'm not saying it's not impossible. I'm saying that there's probably, hello crackers, a lot less documentation available for consumers. A lot more specific lock-in, things that you just won't be able to maintain or work on at all. Oh, EVs are AC motors? That's funny. Yeah, a lot of lock-in, like a lot of proprietary stuff that just you won't be able to work on. I would assume so much is computer controlled that it gets mad. It wouldn't surprise me if you find out like they're thumbprinting the cells and that ends up giving you some trouble too. That was an okay level. Alyssa, 2011. Yeah, you've come a long way. Go for a world record for fun? Okay. For a minute. Then we'll look at this troll thing that Box found and see if we can make any progress. What's up with you, buddy? Why are you pacing around and yelling at me like a crazy pants? Esports. And even if, like, let's say Rivian goes out of, business, and the last thing they do is open source everything, release all their documentation, that would be great, but is that even likely to happen, or likely to not happen? Like, for them to literally sell that information to somebody else in, yeah, actually in bankruptcy or whatever, to sell that to Tesla. And Tesla just doesn't release it because they want the Rivians to die so that they establish higher market dominance, so that people aren't trying to hold together their old Rivians. The same way Fitbit bought up Pebble just so they could kill the competition. When Elon said Tesla will be open source, vaguely, I remember him saying that he would license all of his patents for free on stuff too, and I don't know if, I'm sure somebody chases that around and follows up on that. But I would guess at this point, he doesn't give the patents away for free to any libtarded libcucks. Probably not world record. Now I'm probably over it. Yeah, I hate ice physics a little bit. Well, that's... Oh, yeah, that guy can keep it. 10 seconds faster? Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad, but it's not really good. It's okay. It's a little empty, little void. You didn't stick too many enemies in or do any of the horrible things that a lot of people do, but nothing special. Yeah, that was the same thing OpenAI did, too. And I remember him being critical of that and thinking that was pretty funny. Like, who are you, Mr. fucking Diamond... or Emerald Mine? I think Emerald Mine is his old money. Fake founder, guy who sued to be called a founder of a company, like, getting mad at them. Like, yes, they're bad, but also... this would be like Hitler coming back from the dead and being all, hey, I think that the Jews are being unfair to the Palestinians. We would be like, well, a lot of people agree with you, but I don't like it. I don't like you having anything to say about it. Little smaller than Hitler for now. But he's got plans. Very concerning. 6RC. 69V. 3BG. Please don't go on human brains. Well, he's working on it. That could end up being nice. That paraplegic guy seems pretty happy with it. Quadriplegic? I don't know. There's some guy who was pretty busted, got one in his brain, and he's been doing stuff with it. Okay, let's see if we make any progress here, huh? I laughed really hard the other day because I kept seeing people post pictures of, Tesla telling J.K. Rowling to shut the fuck up, and it wasn't like that. He said, "I agree with everything that you're saying, but could you post about something else more positive once in a while? Because the only thing she ever posts is infinite transphobia. She's clearly got something wrong with her. But I just thought it was so funny to see Mouse be like, can you be less transphobic than me for a minute? OpenEye has a self-driving setup that rivals autopilot, is open source and works with almost any car. Awesome. Judging by the word eye, are they also sticking with cameras with visual optics rather than LiDAR and stuff like that? I deserve that. I always thought that was dodging trolls by not looking. Well, we played the beginning a little bit, so I know about this much of it to the pipe we're gonna go in here and see what we learn. I think it uses old cell phones you've laying around. That's fucking hilarious. That's a pretty good way to use stuff. That's a pretty good proof of concept, and that's what I was starting to say there. Is I assumed that Elon went with visual optics entirely because he wanted to make sure that it was explainable. That it would be super hard to explain exactly how esports, how LiDAR and a whole bunch of other like commingled systems were working to detect humans and that kind of stuff. But if it's visual optics, you'll always have what insurance companies want.
Oh no.
I still don't know really what I'm supposed to do there. Yeah, that's where we got stuck yesterday. And the best we could get out of the Japanese was end of conversation. There was Scribbler. Love that ant kicking the spike ball back. Yeah, there was some good stuff starting out here. That first setup that first setup through the door here, which we've ruined now. Oh, go in the hole, Mario.
No.
That breaks the clouds. Okay. Yeah, I always assumed the visuals were a vision only. Yeah, that it was literally to try to maintain parity with humans, and also because it would be easier to blame the driver, and easier to deal with insurance. Like all the intermediaries and safety commissions that want to touch stuff are basing everything on how eyeballs work anyway. So sticking to that is going to make it a lot easier to explain to those people and the old boomers who make laws. But I also feel like there has to be so much more that could be done with a combination of like LiDAR and I think LiDAR is basically 3D scanning. I think that's what the iPad uses for 3D scanning. So that and optics give you light and visuals. And then X-rays. Everybody you hit gets cancer really fast. There we go. We can just trigger that and then go right in the door. But yeah, this one's funny because you're supposed to go over there and panic and then that just bounces you up. That's a fun setup. It's simple and it does its job. Oh! What the fuck? That didn't go off any other time we went down here. I went down here 2 other times and it just did not go off. So there must be a timing-based aspect that we were not thinking about or interacting with. Oh, yeah, that's why you want your hints to be in English. Yeah, it must have broken last time. That's probably what was supposed to happen each time. But I probably went a little too slow and it didn't set off or something like that. Yeah, now it's working. One has logged billions of miles of LiDAR. Well, iPads have it. I think cops have been messing with LiDAR for a while, too. Fucking dick. Oh, wait, did you deadlock me? And yeah, I wasn't saying going for it first, but, didn't they skip LiDAR on a bunch of the early Teslas, or maybe on all Teslas? I feel like it should just be there and it should be a secret. Or there should be a slot to stick a fucking LiDAR sensor into? I think it would be a sensor. LiDAR camera? No. They always say Japan's better than America, but then they do this. Tesla never had LiDAR, and they still don't? Oh, see, there's the big cat on the big camera. Now that I'm not responding to him as he yells at me, yeah, sit your ass down and relax. Dick. Oops. Yeah, $30,000, $50,000, $70,000 vehicles. I can't imagine a LiDAR sensor is too expensive. Expensive copycats. Lucid uses LiDAR. I'm dumb. I always thought the answer for automated navigation systems is road-based and peer-to-peer. Cars should be able to effectively communicate with other cars in proximity, and the road communicating with the car about how being a road works. All of that's right there, ready to go, and I know that's a lot of infrastructure, but I also feel like we used to do infrastructure projects. We fucking circled the nation in iron a long time ago. You want to make America great again, circle the nation in fancy electrical iron. That was a funny setup. Guy who left Tesla to do it better created Lucid. Who was it? Tesla and... Was it Tesla and Ben Franklin? No, Tesla and, damn. Who was it? Thomas Edison. Nikola he should have called it Edison Motors. What the fuck was wrong with him? What kind of fucking dipshit wants to start a fucking fight with Elon Musk and doesn't call his fucking company, like, Edison Motors? Right there, bud. What? There's no way that works. Oh my god, it does. Oh my god, it does. It looks so stupid, I thought it has to work. Okay, weirdo. Is that just to make me anxious? Oh, Tesla has proxy comms, like, peer-to-peer communications. Yeah, that's nice. I started using Waze, W-A-Z-E, which Google bought out recently, but it has a bunch of cool features like that. It tells you about cops that are coming up and all kinds of stuff, and it does some cool navigational stuff that Google doesn't do. Bought it out and clearly has no intention to make it do those things. Oh, you dick. Hit it twice, I guess. But yeah, peer-to-peer and road-based always seemed right, because satellites are never going to be perfect at knowing everything about roads. So it always seemed smart, like, well, the road should just give you that information. Either little pings every mile or so, or it literally laid into the road as something that you're just kind of connected to. Yeah, I didn't try going in the red pipe, did I? Oh. Oh. Did I just accidentally do that whole thing right? I did. The road could talk about how many other cars are on the road, even if those cars weren't totally equipped with all the peer-to-peer nav stuff. They could still have road-to-peer nav stuff. The road could communicate road conditions and road changes since the last time your maps or whatever were updated. I could send you all type of local information on a pipe that you're always touching, and it could give you a tether point. Like, you should be able to, depending on how they were handling the informational broadcast in the road, you should be able to use those as if they were like literally laid in the road as a mechanical like tether point, not like a physical tether point, but an electrical. Like, you can detect how far away you are from that thing and know, like, okay, I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be in this lane. The road says there's a car in the other lane. Cars could communicate that kind of stuff to each other too, but it would take a long time to get wide adoption on something like that. How am I too stupid to squeak through there now? Did I do it wrong before? Did I get lucky last time? Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to trigger him and then wait. Well, that was my thought, is it would probably be a lot easier to retrofit a car with a magical communications receiver that gets data from the road than it would be to outfit a car with a total peer-to-peer communication system. The road system could also be a simpler thing that's designed to prevent them from getting in the way of fully automated cars, but not be fully automated themselves. I hate you. I don't know, I'm not an engineer. But we need some kind of intermediary between the cars that know everything and the dumb people who... Yeah, sometimes you can sneak through. And the dumb people who are like, I refuse to stop driving my 1972 Chevrolet HEV PDU FRQ vehicle. These do not have coins in them. That question mark block will kill me. I'm pretty sure. I still want to check it, but I'm pretty sure it just murders me. I guess I can leave. Sports. That's a really unusual damage boost setup, but it does its friggin' job. That is very much not what I was expecting to happen. Oh! Okay, now I can go back through after it wears off. Oh, something's gonna happen. Really thought those blocks were gonna blow out. Okay. What? Well, that doesn't fix anything either. What's your deal? Weird. Is there a way for me to hit? No, those are blocked. Confused again. Thank you, Japan. Weird spot. Oh, I didn't look up there yet. That seems maybe soft locky. Oh, there's nothing. Okay. Maybe stand but don't jump to activate the hidden blocks? If I had a mushroom, I could jump through them. It's awesome, dude. How you doing tonight? Things are dropping something in there. Looking at some Japanese troll level box found. I don't see anywhere I could get a... I could get a mushroom, though. So I feel like something's not communicating with me again. I mean, I'm just gonna hit him as soon as I jump. Yeah. Is there anything I can do with that guy if I let him out? He walks? No, he can't do anything when he walks. I don't know what's up with that dude. There's a dog barking at me outside. Oh, interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. I wonder if there's any way for me to get that mushroom and then get the hat, but I kind of doubt it. But if I have a mushroom there, I can unduck. That's what I was thinking of. If I watched Geek play this, that was a while. Did Geek play this? Box said he just found it. If Geek played it, we might be able to find the VOD and get less fucked if we get stuck again. Does not seem touchable. Yeah, does not seem touchable. I doubt that this makes us bigger. Even if we manage to hang on to it. Hanging on to it does not seem reliable or consistent. It's awesome. Your level will be next up. Been a little slow tonight, though, so I'm glad we have this in the hopper. We tried jumping there already, and there was nothing hidden under that icicle either. We jumped back through here when we were dicking around anyway, and we didn't find anything. Yeah, I'm pretty confused too. We're not sure what the next steps are here, so if an idea is shout it out. Oh. Coffee late at night. Does it for me. Gotta be a mushroom somewhere before there. Not in that pipe. Can't hurt? Oh, it did hurt. It did hurt a little. For just a sec. Esports. Yeah, if Amazon buys a huge fleet of Rivian vans, let's take a look here. Amazon Rivian van purchase number. Nope, not telling me. How many Rivians? Oh, Amazon reaches 10,000 Rivian electric delivery vans in the US. So if they've hit 10,000, that's probably enough for there to end up being a small cottage industry of those vans floating around. after Amazon moves on from them. Is it popular? Oh yeah, got a lot of likes. Are these Japanese characters? It doesn't look like it. It just kind of looks like squiggles. What is Japanese? Oh, you know what we didn't try yet? Here. Oh. Well, that was incorrect. I was going to try to get on the cloud. Thinking maybe there would be a block under there, but I doubt that that's the case. No. That also relies on, if Rivian does go under them, releasing a ton of information or people reverse engineering it too. Three times? Nope, not. Oh, hey, if we don't lock it again, I get it. I know what we need to do. I see it and I'm just dumb. I see it and I'm dumb. I point at the TV and just go, hey, I'm so smart. Okay, progress time. Yeah, it took a little while to sort this out. I guess you can get that pretty consistently if you jump on it just right. Kind of good to know. That's what we're doing. We needed to stand on there and wait. These were getting poofed when we flipped it again. So it was very easy to make the wrong decision and then assume there was some additional trigger, but there just wasn't. Okay, there we go. Yep. Always do it. Jump in the hole. Jump in the box. Jumps there. And then just get on the elevator. There we go. Okay. Left. Come on, buddy. You don't have to be like this. Yeah, so we were supposed to run. That's what we were supposed to do. He just moves into position. Man, there's so much janky shit in 3D World. Okay. But once we're actually doing it right, we get back through to where we were pretty fast, which is nice. That probably would have broken something before. Okay. Is that okay? Oh. God damn it. This ante made a lot of people quit? I bet it did. This is a dumb ante. This isn't even an ante. This is just a RNG dipshit party. Let me update my other Switch here. And then we can do the other level while the timer runs out. So you said you saw Geek play this then, probably? Goes. Update. Yeah, this is why I have two Switches. This is my original Switch. There we go. My launch Switch. I painted it. It's missing its grill. Pretty badly. You can't really get a good look at it. It has painted controllers and very stupid buttons with lights in them. And then I did a cool emblem on the back. Oh, and the buttons are, the face buttons are resin. It's still going! Did it spawn by me and I missed it? I need a keyboard hooked up to my Switch so I can yell at people faster. Yeah, it's a long soft lock. Can't wait to get reported. Oh, it's still rebooting. This one must have had a long update. Went to sleep. Only the level creator knows the inputs to die. It might have just been... Oh, there we go. Stand still. Finally dead. Well, now we're prepared for the next time it fucks me. Wait, can't launch Mario Maker 2 with the same profile twice. But Heidi has it. Calm down, Thwomp. Yeah, that's a bad ante.
Thanks for that.
Yay! Oh, Mr. Daedalus, thanks a lot for the raid. Oh, I'm already following you, probably from last time. From trolling levels to mastering them, we're here to embark on this epic quest. Hey, thanks a lot for the raid, bud. How'd your guys' stream go? Oh my god, I fucked it. Yeah, we're playing something that Box said he found. Just searching for troll levels.
Started following. Thank you.
Welcome, raiders. I do troll levels and regular levels. D64. Thanks for dropping a level in there. Usually troll levels on Tuesday, and then all levels, including troll levels, Monday and Wednesday. Sometimes I do other stuff, but mostly just those. From about 2 hours before now until an hour from now. That's the best time zone correction I've got. Welcome. Hello. Oh, and I yell at the levels. Yes. That's the shtick. I actually couldn't help it, and then somebody was like, "You should put that in the stream description, like in the title. People want that." Had some technical difficulties. Played one troll I randomly found. Badly prepared for the first Trolly Tuesday. Yeah. I kept trying to make stupid portmanteaus like Troll Day. Dumb shit for about a month, and I was like, nope, just gonna say it's just troll levels. But it also, we got somebody was burning through Play My ROM Hack right now as a channel point redemption I had, was just burning it up, and I was spent like a week playing a ROM hack. Go back to the ante. No! Shit, how did we end up in the ante? I don't remember how we ended up in it. Okay, I got a one up. Incognito Iggy, thanks for dropping something in there. We'll probably have to move on from this pretty soon. Yeah, I had some technical difficulties yesterday, actually. Got hit with a bunch of Twitch problems right at the end of the stream, and it was real anticlimactic. I think Twitch was having some problems yesterday. It didn't seem like it was me, as best I could tell. Toby, you can send me a video, yeah, but I would rather you send me the level. I would really love to get set up to play Mario Wonder levels anyhow. Especially if there's starting to be a community of people who want people to play their Mario Wonder levels. I'm assuming the editor must have gotten a lot better for Mario Wonder since real early on was the last time I looked at it. What's the difference between Troll and Hot Garbage? You have a level that qualifies as both? I don't think it can ever qualify as both. I think it's always going to be Hot Garbage if it's Hot Garbage. I feel like Hot Garbage overrides all. I mean, yeah, send me the video on Discord and I'll look at it, and then I'll tell you to send me the level. But I'm not gonna watch a video and yell at it. I haven't played any custom Mario Wonder stuff, and the only stuff I've seen so far is that one guy who uploads videos of their custom stuff onto YouTube. Was really active in it with an owl for their icon. A Pokemon owl is their icon. I don't remember the name of the person. Ramia, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, they did some talk about the editor stuff too early on, and I haven't seen anything in a while. I have a level that is both an apple and an orange. Yeah, that's just a weird apple. Damn it. Yeah, I mean, drop it in there. We'll look at it. I'll see what I think, and I'll tell you what I think. That's the game. In a minute. Oh, I kind of don't want to bail on this, but I also kind of feel like I'm losing it. There's 3 in queue, probably 15 minutes each. I'll give this a little bit more before we move on. Yeah, in general, troll levels have a lot of magic to them where you're focusing a lot on comedy, or at least absurdity. And that's kind of the core of it. It's like Mario Maker is silly, here's some silly things, and then the psychology of trying to force the player to make decisions that you can then manipulate or make them feel bad for making that decision. Like that was trying to drive me into this box here, but it actually made a safe path for me. Sent it. It's a very old version, so everything is oh my god, I keep letting him do that to me. My newest is my first troll, and it's like a watermelon stuffed with cheese whiz. That also makes me read. Yeah, I would definitely avoid making a room where Magic Koopa takes 10 minutes to kill you. That's a bad idea. That ruined this level so far. Pretty much ruined it. The really bad anti-soft block. And if I wind up in there again, I'm gonna be really upset. The pipe. Oh, god damn it. I knew something was going to happen to those goddamn purple blocks, but I stopped worrying about it when it looped me back around. Oh. That is all a good setup that is very heavily tainted by my concern for the anti-soft block down there. I'm sure that's a large component of giving you giving you some anxiety before you move on there so you forget what you were worried about. But... oh, that's a different room. Wasn't there a pipe here that I go down? I feel like that's a different room. Yeah, that's a different room. Okay, that's a different room, and we were getting twice there as well. With nonsense. Unrelated nonsense. That was just a visual twice designed to make me feel bad about myself. The good old red herring. Oh. It's spelled Herring, and I'm assuming that you spelled it wrong on purpose. Which is excellent. And I want somebody to make a level about hair. Called that. Mushroom. I'm glad dodging the POW underwater is easier. That's part of the twice. So if you did book it, there's still some shit over there to make you feel bad. Oh, there's a lot of good setups there. A lot of good ideas that get totally ruined by that anti-soft log. Why does it parse that into a URL? It better not be a website. It's not a website. Esports. Yeah, if they ever make a .puff top level domain, that website will exist and it will have Twitch be twitchy and bots banned for that shit. Oh yeah. I mean, I work in information security. I'm a sysadmin. Hey. Wait, my finger slipped. Thanks a lot for the sub. Incognito, aka Iggy.
Underscore aka
Tell I'm gonna like it here.
Subscribe. Thanks.
It is the best of the Mario makers. Okay, hang on. Up. Bigger. Bigger. There we go. Okay, that's the whole setup. Thanks a lot for the sub. Appreciate that. 100% of all proceeds from my subscriptions go towards buying me things I want. All of them. Yeah, I don't ban for links. You really shouldn't click on random links people paste in any chat. And if you do, you made that choice. You made the wrong choice, and you're gonna pay for it. Oh, now I really don't want to move on. We can pop over to the other Switch in a few minutes if we don't make fast progress. And I'm also really lazy. If it ever became a serious problem, then I might do something with it. And then tell people to just obfuscate the link so I can copy and paste or send it to me on Discord if for some reason I needed a link. Shit. Just go through? Just ground pound. Figured it had to be ground pound. Okay. That's gonna be a spring, right? Gotta be a spring. Let's do this. Okay, yeah, it was probably a spring. That's some good spew. Yeah, see, that's a high quality animated emote there. That was the comment I drew on somebody's level. We also have this one, which is ideal. The ideal emote. Has everything you want in a Mario emote. It's got Mario. It's got expansion. That was it? Wow. There's a lot of anxiety in this room. For no reason. Okay. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay put. That was wrong. Hold right. I learned a lesson today. I learned an important lesson. God damn it! I did it right the first time! Yeah, there's a lot that's good here. So now I'm just wondering, are Japanese people generally just really mean with their anti-soft locks? Is that a thing? Is that a cultural difference? Because I refuse to be sensitive to their cultural differences. if that's what they do to me. That was really lucky. Oh my god. We had a good skip squeak setup before. I don't feel like we needed a bad skip squeak setup. I think that's the 3D World equivalent of a fish in a box. It's lazy. Okay. It was gonna get me eventually. Oh, maybe I'll pause it here and we'll continue it tomorrow, and then I'll do the levels that are in queue. We'll see. Okay, we'll give it 1 or 2 more here. We're not stuck again, but I really like to finish up everything I have in the queue. Get that 50 if I really try. Okay, hold right. He comes back! Okay, better skip squeak setup. Yeah, and 3D World trolls are really great. Like, there's so much jank in 3D World. One of my regulars said in Discord that 3D World is just inherently goofy, which I would definitely agree with. There's just so much goofiness in 3D World. I think the engine is really well suited for it too. We're heavier and we have more momentum, so there's a lot more like Wile E. Coyote style, like slip and slide into danger kind of stuff. There we go. Was I supposed to wait? Don't tell me I was supposed to wait. I seem fine. I'm gonna stay fine. The hell was that? Wow, that's a really weird fish murdering engine. Dude. Yeah, 3D World has a lot of really great potential. That I feel like we just don't get to see as much of because it's just less popular. Which also makes 3D World trolls always feel really fresh. Esports. Now, does he come back every time? Or was that a jump activity? Oh, it looks like that's specific to me jumping. Yeah, that was specific to me jumping at the right time. That's too bad. That was would have been a really cute setup if it just worked that way. So, I mean, you can do a lot with skip squeaks. The way that they tried to go back to where they were, they can do some really crazy stuff. I really want to see what's over there, but not enough to wait for the screen to scroll. Oh. Do I have to throw it right away? I think I have to throw it right away. There's the indicator right above there, but I feel like I'm supposed to throw it immediately to kill him. Yeah, I see the spring was there. I thought it was set up so it would hit the skip squeak on the way back every time, which would have been really, really clever, but it looks like it just happened because I jumped at the right time. Because I waited for a second and then I jumped. And then he was thrown towards me. Whatever's over there, I don't want to see it. Interesting. Can I just ground pound it? Yeah, yes I can. Mean! I was pretty sure he was gonna get me, so I turned around right away. Ugh. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. We give it one more. Maybe we'll finish it. Maybe it's shorter each checkpoint like some people tend to do. I feel like it probably is. Okay, hold right. Okay. Yeah, just ground pound it. That seems smart. I'm gonna guess just let it happen? No, let it happen kills me. Don't jump, maybe? You have found quite possibly the silliest sport. Is it like extreme standing? Wheelchair fencing. Oh my god. Oh no.
In the years after
I'm gonna
World
laugh
War
way
II,
too hard at
wheel
this.
in the foil discipline and anything above the waist in
Oh
sabre
no.
and épée.
No!
The fencer's wheelchairs are fixed to the floor at an angle of 110 degrees to allow the fencer's sword arms to directly oppose each other. The distance between opponents is decided by the fencer. With the
Depressing.
shorter
I really
arm
wanted
reach.
it to be
Fencers
jousting.
may not rise from a seated position during the bout. All
I wanted
wheelchair
it to be
fencers have an
jousting so
impairment of
bad.
their
I'm a
legs
little
or feet
disappointed that
and
it's not
compete in
jousting.
two classes,
That it's
A
just
and B.
wheelchair thrusting. Like, that's cool that they have it, but I really want it to be jousting. I know why it's not, but I couldn't imagine it being anything other than wheelchair jousting with fencing swords, and then it wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna just leave that where it is, and we'll switch over to the other switch here, which I think is 2. Wheelchair jousting exists, but not Olympic jousting, right? That feels like too stupid a thing for the Olympics to condone. No, that's the Wii U. Oh, I turned off one of my lights. Where's the other Wii? Where's the other Switch? Oh, it wasn't docked correctly. That's where it is. There we go. Okay, that one is green wire. Time for me to hit the hay. Hey, thanks a lot for popping in, Daedalus. You have a good night, bud. Oh. Always appreciate the raid. I'm often bad at raiding. And also, it usually really peters out, because I kind of finished the queue, so I don't have a pile to send anywhere. Oh. But I really super appreciate it. Imagine pretending you don't have legs to sit on the wheelchair to join Jack's sport. What's Jack's sport? Well, I mean, I get that they wouldn't do jousting because, especially if you weren't a totally able-bodied person in a wheelchair, there's even more risk of you getting injured in a bad way. But in my mind, that was all I could imagine, like wheelchair basketball. And I know jousting does not involve, or jousting. Fencing doesn't involve jousting or running towards each other much. It's kind of, you're just kind of standing for the most part and moving a little. But I'm still disappointed. I don't know what to tell you. I'm disappointed. And I'm going to spend at least 2 hours at work tomorrow Googling wheelchair jousting. Oh, I'm sure Jackass did it at some point. Okay, let me postpone this one so it's still in the pile. And then, next. It's awesome. Let's see what you got in here, bud. In 4K. Thanks for your patience. You know, we made some progress. I'm just going to leave it paused on the other Switch. I tell you what, it's stupid, but the fact that I had an extra Switch, I had my original Switch, my launch model Switch fixed because it meant a lot to me because I painted it and did dumb shit to it. And Heidi had a copy of Mario Maker as well, so I was kind of all set up to just have 2 Switches. Maybe a newer one? Your pick. It's also really nice if you hit the full 500-second anti-soft lock. Okay, but this guy blows his cover at the end. Oh. Oh, that guy looks like he can move. I'm gonna watch those later, though. The dude. Who's the dude? We play Cavern of the Dead? Cavern of the Dead looks familiar. It looks like we haven't played anything, but at least that one looked a little familiar. You post levels on Reddit a lot? I feel like that's the only place I really see Mario Maker levels that are traditional. For some reason, people don't post normal-ish, like relatively standard levels, on Twitter. It's just Kaizo people and troll people. Don't hold Y? It's probably don't hold Y. Just down and then jump. Yeah. Oh, maybe just down. Jump at coins. That was the description. Slide on down and jump where coins are found. Hold down and jump at the coins. He made it pretty clear in the description. So we're doing a semi-auto level kind of thing here. We're like a one-button level. Okay. If I jump wrong at the coins, I'm not fucked, which is nice. Cute. Mario 3 Snow theme is objectively the correct choice. For music, although the music box cover is not my favorite music box cover, it's still the best track in the whole game. And people can have other opinions. That's absolutely a thing. They are wrong if it's not this song. That's what I should be doing. If I don't want to play viewer levels, but I still want to play Mario Maker, and it happens sometimes. Oops. Just pull up Maker Central and search for Mario 3 Snow levels only. Yeah, single button setup is cool here. It all works. Visually interesting for that was weird. For an almost auto level, which is good. And the player is doing some stuff, so it not being a visual cacophony works really well since we're playing along a little bit. That was pretty quick, actually. Let's, what happens if I ignore your rules and just try to go fast? Current record's only 125, so let's give that a shot. I feel like we can beat that. Oh, wait. Okay, I feel like we should at least play along for the first bit here. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, this is gonna be deceptively hard to try to speedrun. Yeah, it's gonna be deceptively hard to try to speedrun. We're gonna want to land on him, I guess, and then probably grab a snowball there. Oops. Okay. Oh no, we can just pivot the sliding whenever we want. Up, up, up. Then you die new ways. Yeah, then we find new and interesting ways to be dumb. I can't tell if we're doing better on time. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I thought that was a really clever idea with, that was not faster at all. With, Nintendo's, weird auto level for the ninjas. And, I really wish we had seen more ninjas. Nintendo, okay, I've lost it. The checkpoint made me lose. Good level, fun level. Would actually be kind of fun to chase around the speed run, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna close the queue also. We'll get through the rest of them, and then we'll go back to that troll level if we end up having time. AUD64, let's see what this thing is that you described as both a troll and garbage. LJH. I know a guy named LJ. Because he's the smaller of two Joshes. BPG. A little boo much. King Boo has trained his friends to spin in circles. You must stop him now. Okay, let's take a peek. Okay, pretty heavy on the crap. On the stuff in my face. Oh, expanding boo ring. Yeah, if you're going to put together a level working with a lot of moving visual stuff, skipping the visual overlay, the static effect, the horror effect could be helpful. So the player can focus more easily on the level. And trying to indicate to the player where safe spots are could also be really helpful. You know exactly where you can stand, but the player does not know. Should be good. Oh my god, he keeps coming. Yeah, I can't tell where I am safe there. Oh, I've misplaced my Thwompies under all the other pillows. If there was a cat on the water, on the green screen, I would throw something at him. You guys all missed that, but we also do that. That's probably worth mentioning. Stream starts, usually, with me putting treats in cats. It's a channel point redemption that some people ritualistically redeem. Also, maybe avoid regular boos. Just generally. Regular boos that chase the player are going to add a lot of visual noise to the experience. If you want to have a chase enemy, I don't know what to use, but use anything else. Okay. Yuck. Yucky. Yucky setup. Blindfolded. I mean, Hammer Bros would be also bad. But at least would be visually distinct. Oh my god. Yeah, a lot of precision stuff. I'm not getting troll level or hot garbage. I'm getting, well, a little bit of hot garbage. I'm getting heavily overstuffed, pause. Heavily overstuffed, oops, that was fast. Swamp kills me right away. Hey, you're just pissing away your points. I'll give you another one. I moved slightly to the right. And still died. Ugh. Yeah, and if your goal for the level is to have the player worm their way through a bunch of boo rings that are changing shape and size, then don't have a bunch of like sniper thwomps and stretches and a bunch of other shit falling on the player. Let the player focus specifically on the visuals with the boo rings and how the boo rings are moving and changing and expanding and contracting, rather than having a bunch of other random shit that's gonna fuck with the player, especially being the very first thing that you do there. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but it's gonna get burned fast. Okay, we're gonna just jump through them. Okay. Yeah, awkward. They're all gonna be jumped through. Alright, just got back. Well, thank God for this clip button. Is it 2 minutes? I don't know how long a clip it makes. Seems to take a minute to copy it to my clipboard. Or it broke. It might have broken. That's why the VODs are on YouTube. But so far pissed me off a little bit. Not really hitting troll level, hot garbage level as much as it is hitting too many things level. It feels like you had an idea for a precision level that you then polluted with stuff like thwomps everywhere and stretches and a bunch of other enemies that you just don't really need. I wonder if that pipe is enterable. The red pipe, so getting in there will be a big mess, but it might be. I'm not going to check. We'll see in the viewer later. Yeah, you have a lot of visual noise coming at the player with wiggling. Oh, it was a different level? Well, we're playing this one. Isn't this your level? Yeah, this is your level. Yeah, if you're gonna do precision stuff with the player, breathing in and out, like dealing with winged boo rings, and that kind of stuff, you definitely want to make sure that the player's path is relatively well understood. They're not gonna know what cycle you went through each boo ring on, but clearly, one cycling, that's wrong. We have to stay here for the second cycle. That sucks. That's a long wait. And there's no way for us to know what each cycle is for everything, which is also annoying. Having a regular boo come out of there is just visually noisy. It's hard to deal with a boo that's coming at you in a mess like this, in a visual mess like this of other boos. I wouldn't use a boo in a level that's so focused on boo rings. Yeah, dropping a boo ring like that is hard for the player to parse as well. So the likelihood of somebody just completely spaghettiing when they see that drop is very, very high. These boo rings, the winged boo rings and the standard boo rings, are going to off-cycle from each other. Do you see how I can't effectively pass through that upper boo ring and I'm going to have to wait a fucking long time before they line up again? That sucks a little bit. Yeah, that sucks. Using disparate boo setups like this means you're going to have tons and tons of cycle issues like that, where a player who doesn't live inside of your head, which is no player except for you, is always, always, always going to be missing the cue, missing the mark, and not doing what you expect them to do. Well, it's less startling the player and more forcing the player to make mistakes because they don't know what to expect. You know what the player is going to experience. They do not. I wouldn't say it's absolutely common knowledge. I don't even think I'm supposed to one-cycle that. I think I'm supposed to wait here, but God only knows until when. Maybe you expected the player to phase, to go in between the cycle? Yeah. Oh. I honestly don't know how you make sure your boo rings line up and are consistent, other than I think you have to stick to same size winged and non-winged boo rings for the cycles to line up, but the big thing is to just wait. You wait. Don't go right away. Don't go when you get there. Wait a cycle, or whatever your intended time for the player to go. Find some way to indicate when they're supposed to go. I don't know how you do that. If you do that with a clicking and you want the player to move every 4 cycles and you have a noise or a sound effect that clicks and then changes every 5 seconds or something like that as an indicator. Oh, yeah, one cycle that one. But in general, a fun level is not a level where the player has to wait a lot, where the player is forced to wait through a bunch of cycles. And then on top of that, even if I knew exactly when to go, I still wouldn't really be having fun if the whole goal of the level was to wait in between a bunch of boo rings until you could go to the next one. It's like a precision level, but where you're waiting out P-switches constantly. Like it's just a tedious level without any redeeming qualities to it. They are usually the same openings every time, so the opening should be the same every time. See, you're saying that, but when we waited at that last boo ring on the right here, let's pull it up in the viewer here, and we'll take a little deeper peek here. Brave. Here we go. Let's take a look here. So we made our way to the boo ring over here. And when we got to this boo ring, I thought initially I was supposed to go right away, and then I hesitated. And then we waited for a while. until the boo rings lined up and we tried to go, and then we missed it. So then I thought, okay, it's much, much later. It turned out it was an earlier one where you just barely make it through. But we needed to, there's no way for us to know exactly which one we're supposed to go through, because we also don't know where everything else is going to line up, if something's going to touch us. So it's tough for the player to know where the safe zones are. So the number one thing is to indicate where it's safe to stand generally. You could do that with an open P-switch indicator, something like that. And then the next thing is to try to let the player move in one cycle as best you can. And it's going to be really hard to set up boo rings that way, so that they are always cycle aligned when they're loading in with the camera. I don't know how you do that exactly. You might be able to do it with tracks by dropping them off of tracks or something like that, but then that's still a pretty complicated setup to get them all put together and put down in the right places for not a lot of benefit. Yeah, this is here's a link to the viewer. Wizulis maintains this tool and will take your money, deserves money, needs money to maintain this tool, and Maker Central, which is a level search tool similar to the bookmark tool in Mario Maker 1. After we make our way up here, we're clipping along to these. Oh yeah, was that other pipe? Not enterable, okay. Clipping along up here with, I'm guessing, more boo rings. I think that's what that little indicator is. To this pipe. We have a checkpoint, thank God. And then, oh my God, more winged boo rings. These will at least always be consistent, because they're going to spawn in when you come with the pipe. Then we're doing the same setup, platforming setup we used before, but bigger. That's fine. Yeah, in general, it just feels like a patience trap level. I think you'd really benefit from showing the player where it's safe to stand. That one's hard to read. Grid? No, let's turn off hidden, and then we'll be able to see that more clearly. Oh, we're getting the star and going back so we can enter the C pipe. That's not super clear either. You tell the player to go back, they're probably going to book it. They'll probably make it, and there aren't really any other options, so they'll probably do it right, but you're deathlocked then if you fail, right? If you go through, if you go through here and you don't get the star, there's no way to get another star. If you just put a pipe up there, it would drop it into the claw. You could put a pipe right here. Where's my scribbler? If you put a pipe right here, it would drop the star right into the claw. And it would be reusable if the player fucks up, which, just do it. Always just do it. Go in the pipe. No checkpoint back there. We go through the pipe again, and it looks like that's the end with one more little boo ring. Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, a lot of it is relying on the player having patience to wait. And the better you can do at trying to line up the cycle so the player can just move, and if you can't easily control the boo rings, there's probably some videos out there somewhere. But if you can't easily control the boo rings by putting them on a circle of tracks, then it would feel a little bad, or just a small track that they go back and forth on, but that still might end up feeling really noisy, especially considering the structure already. Then just try to put together the level in a way that the player can usually go through on the first cycle, and I think you'll probably have to be consistent in the boos that you choose. So stick to large boo rings first, then winged boo rings, then large winged boo rings, stuff like that, like in one area, so that they tend to line up and cycle together. So that the openings are always lined up with each other, so that they're moving at the same speed, and those openings are always like touching towards each other, so nobody ever has to wait more than one cycle. That's what gets really frustrating, and that was a running theme in the level, which was frustrating. I feel like I've said frustrating and tedious a lot, so I'm going to move on. If you end up reworking it and you think it's decent, bring it back. I think winged boos go a little faster, and they pulsate. They pulsate open and closed, so I think that's why they were desyncing with the standard boo rings. But I don't know for sure. I can't tell you exactly how winged boos work. Just that they were desyncing with the nearby boo rings very severely. So it was taking like 3 rotations before we could go through, if the other one was lined up as well. MG. Blazed Jimmy. You're talking about wieners. What do you want me to take a look at here, Mr. Jimmy? I caught HV and it itches. What's HV? And where does it itch? Do. Reclaim your pride. Oh, I'm bad at reclaims. That's the one. HV, my first troll. Oh, God. Well, you're missing the version number. That will make people suspicious. If it's the first troll you ever made, then you want to just do V69 or V420. Lol, not lol. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, first off, start with this in case you get really mad and you go refund your sub. Read the troll guide. I believe that there are some people working on a new troll guide, but that's still a really great place to start. I would also highly recommend checking out Bandwagon World. One of the easiest ways to do it is in Open Course World yourself, especially if you want to build troll levels. Playing some of the best troll levels ever made is a great place to start. Otherwise, checking out troll levels from Tutaj, which should always be available. Tuta KJJ. I don't remember the maker ID, but it should be really easy to Google up. And if nothing else, watching somebody playing through Open Course World, through Bandwagon World, and paying attention to Bandwagon World, to the way the levels are designed in Bandwagon World and how the theme and flow works in each of the levels, will be really, really, really helpful at understanding what makes troll levels great. I did play one good Kaizo troll level once, after repeatedly telling the guy, like, dude, there's no way this is going to be good. And then it was. And then, against all odds, it was actually really great. Okay. This is butt garbage so far. Yeah, this is a wet dinkleberry. I believe I see some cheese already. Do. Guess we can do that. Do. Okay. That looks like how we do it. Level for Carl in Garbage Life. Well, Carl was pretty specific. I'd recommend reading Carl's rules in the garbage level because he didn't just want hot garbage. He pretty clearly wanted Mario Maker 1 styled insane but fun kind of garbage before there was any meta. And he didn't say troll level specifically or strongly imply troll level, but it's pretty clear that that's what he was looking for, was kind of the outsider art off the path trolls as the most ideal things that you could provide, rather than just hot garbage. That is what I expected. Yeah. I don't see a slip through for the side there. Oops. Have to go see it. Yeah, have a good night. We'll be doing levels again tomorrow, so come back or don't. Do. Oh, that gets rid of him right there. That's kind of nice. Let's do that then. And then let's work backwards on these, see what else we have. Under the O is the bomb. Under the O is the bomb. And that is going to blow our path here for... Could blow our path here for the flagpole. That's probably the thought. HV. I definitely see some potential cheese, I think. Hepatitis virus? Herpes virus? Huh. Oh, I can just go over. Okay, I see it. Oh. Well, that almost was funny. That setup, if you could actually put together a slip setup like that, that would be funny. Oh, thanks for the follow.
Bot64 has started
Yeah, again, if you end up reworking
Thank
it, I'll
you.
take another look at it. Don't mind looking at iterated upon levels. Yeah, so let's fire that, and then let's leave these open. Yeah, I mean, that is what I do. I literally can't help it. Hello, Cheesums. There's another one. Okay, well, thought I had a little bit. Not cheesing that today. Yeah, no real opportunity for me to slip through either. Okay. Wow. Too many. An unnecessary volume of Kaiser blocks. Yeah, for about, maybe the first year I was doing Mario Maker, I was just yelling at people's levels, regardless of if they wanted me to or not. I literally can't help it. I do that whenever I play anything. I always have. I have tons of notes on games I played. I can't help it. I gotta put it down somewhere. Sometimes it turns into a Reddit post or me yelling on Twitter or nothing. But I, need to get out my thoughts. And then eventually somebody pointed out, like, put that in the stream description. People want feedback. Lots of people want feedback. And then here we are today. But yeah, this is not good. This is relatively bad. It's short, and you can get away with a lot of dumb shit in a short level. Which is not something applicable to if you had made a 10, 15, 25 minute long troll level for some reason. I'm gonna go back up here. Ah, that's awkward. There we go. Now we're done. Can I add other levels I've made? I closed the queue, but if you drop another one in there, I'll take a look at another one because we have a little bit of time left. And then we'll go back and probably look at that troll level a little. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, I did close it, but then I got through everything I had. So if you just paste the level code, I will start typing it in. Yeah, but if you want to make troll levels, incognito, yeah, jar better farts. Get better farts in your jar. Shake them up, put them in the freezer. Put a note on the jar that says "Do not eat, do not open, do not smell." And then people will open the jar and they'll smell a little and be like, oh, it smells like a fart. You'll be like, it said do not smell. What's wrong with you? That's literally a troll level. That's the difference between making someone smell your farts and tricking someone into opening a jar obviously full of farts and smelling it and then being like, what kind of idiot opens a jar like that and smells it? That's perfect. That's literally it. That's the whole thing. Bandwagon World would be an excellent place to start. It's incredibly fun to play through. You can play through it in Open Course World now, or you can wait for the next upload party to download it, or watch somebody play through it. Yeah, pop in a code. If not, Tutaj levels. I bet we can find his code. Oh, I bet I have it in my thing. I'm sure I have it in my list of things that should be chat rewards. Control F, Tutaj. Yes. Oh, Tutaj. Tutaj's levels are some of the absolute best troll levels that are exceptionally simple. Exceptionally simple in that they don't rely on glitches or exploits or anything crazy, so it's really easy to understand all of the components and the pieces that go into it. They often will even show parts of it, but you can use that level viewer that I pasted earlier. I'll paste it again here to this is just some random level that we played, but there's the level viewer to understand the mechanisms. And Tutaj is also not generally insane, so it can really help you get a handle on the humor rather than some of the really awful things that people will do when they've disappeared far down the meta. So that's a really great place to start too. This was a while back. Precision level I made that you don't wait for. Okay. Now run before the fiery beanstalks destroy you. Looks Kaizo light. Relatively low clear percent, but not crazy low. Let's take a peek. Super Mario World Sky is probably top 5 potential styles. Athletic in Super Mario World looks good. Or sounds good. And the sky theme has really good aesthetics. The vines are nice. Oops. Not full hops. Don't touch the ground. Okay. Sometimes people will indicate full hops and not full hops by indicating, well, by spikes a lot of times. But with coins that they're grabbing as they're going through, can be helpful, but the geometry more or less puts it out there for you anyway. It's a little awkward, but doesn't break it. I put a coin there so you can jump under. Was that the thought with that? Okay, I am supposed to do a bigger jump on that one. That's why. I thought that for a second. I saw the coin there and thought, oh, am I supposed to go under? But it didn't seem like it because I thought I was doing short hops on each of these. But I see now I'm either doing a mid jump or a full jump there. We'll try full jump. Oh yeah, that's why. Because I do a full jump, I then immediately just B-brain to holding jump again. Through to the other side. Yeah, flow's good to start though. That's one of the things I'll come down on extremely hard Kaiser levels to extremely casual Kaiser levels, is like making sure that first jump is not stupid is so goddamn important. Making sure that the player gets right back into it, because versus something like Celeste or any number of high difficulty games, Super Meat Boy, that kind of thing, can't help myself. I'm just too dumb. It takes so goddamn long to die and respawn in Mario Maker that making sure the player does not get like frustration locked right at the beginning with having to do something really hard over and over is super crazy important. I desperately hope we get fast retry in Mario Maker 3. Yeah, Meat Boy and Celeste are excellent. There we go. Okay. Okay, and you did indicate that the safe ones to land on. Is there a difference between fly? Do we have flying? No, there's no confirmed Mario Maker 3 as far as we know. But Nintendo has strongly implied that they're doing backwards compatibility for the Switch 2. It seems like they may even do enhanced compatibility, considering they showed off Breath of the Wild running at, oh, it's really easy to catch that there. I kind of wish he could jump a little higher, or took a little longer to come back down. Yeah, you know what I think the answer is there? Is, because I think they jump in midair, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't they jump in midair? So maybe the answer there is to just, wish you got there. Would get out of the way there. I think the answer there is to just not have this here at all. You could even have a pit for him to drop down into and just cut all this out of there. And then just have him jump from some point where you obviously are going under him and want to go under him. And there's nothing to land on beneath him anyway. Or just spikes down here too, something like that. But something to give the player a little bit more room to get under him. Rather than being in this weird position where it's really easy to feel like I should wait. Because actually, I think if I do try to wait, it might be easier. Let's try that. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to do a big jump there. They don't jump in midair? I thought you could make them jump in midair. I thought they jump when they first spawn in no matter what, but I don't know if I'm thinking of Super Mario World or not. But yeah, if they do backwards compatibility on the Switch 2, Nintendo won't be able to repackage Mario Maker 2 as like Mario Maker 2 Deluxe with new things or anything. They'll just have Mario Maker 2, which is an evergreen title, but it's also an easy thing to repackage and sell more of. And I feel like they might even want to capitalize on Mario Wonder plus whatever the newest Mario game with the new Switch will be. There we go. Awkward. So I feel like they might do a Mario Maker 3 early on in the Switch 2's lifeline. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, it's really easy to accidentally touch the ground there. If the Switch 2 wasn't backwards compatible, I could see them doing a deluxe version and then adding on more styles. But I don't think they would do that if they have backwards compatibility. That would be stupid. They'd just be cannibalizing their own sales and pissing off everybody who does still play Mario Maker. The plants are hungry for plumber. For green plumber. Yeah, this guy has starved to death, as we can see. Yeah, totally starved to death. Every last 4 brain cells. Completely consumed. Yeah, I wish that small area under there, your intention for the player to short hop, big hop, short hop, isn't bad, but it does put the player in a position where they're too tight. Honestly, you know what you might be able to do is drop that Piranha Plant down 1 tile and drop that ground tile down 1 tile, and then the player would more easily be able to sneak through there. I think that might be all you need to make that work a little better. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mid jump there, and if you don't mid just right, you're likely to catch the bottom of that Piranha Plant, which ends up making it feel really finicky. Really, really finicky to get in there just right. It's almost a regrab. Esports. I guess Super Mario World style regrab. There we go. If you like Celeste and Mario stuff, the gal who made Celeste, Maddie Thorston? I think it's Thorston. Thompson. Maddie Thompson? Thompson or Thorston? Maddie, who made Celeste, also made a couple of ROM hacks. Super Mario World ROM hacks. Supersonic Saves the World is great, but insanely difficult. Hey, thanks a lot for popping in. Ingog, really appreciate the sub. You have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow doing this some more, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every day for the rest of your young, hot life. Yeah, Supersonic Saves the World is exceptionally difficult. Like, tough Kaizo. Not quite like Shell Hack Kaizo, but like getting up there. Like, it's spicy. It's really hard. Even with save states and a lot of skill, very hard. She also made Sure Shot, which is my favorite Super Mario World ROM hack. Some of the best Kaizo I've ever played. It has a checkpoint every 10 goddamn seconds, so you really are just doing a short segment, and then you get a checkpoint. So it basically has save states on console. And it is unbelievably approachable, as long as you have a basic understanding of the core tenets of Super Mario World Kaizo. So maybe play Kaizo Kindergarten first. It is an unbelievably fun hack, and it's made by the gal who made Celeste, so it's a lot of the same energy, a lot of the same design stuff. It's really great. Ow. I really wish that other Piranha Plant wasn't there now that I'm starting to make progress. Gonna keep going. Can't actually stop me. Yeah, it's really great. Yeah, I had so much fun with Sure Shot. It was the first, like, real Kaizo hack that I completed. It was the first real Kaizo hack I completed on a legitimate Super Nintendo, like on real hardware. And it is the first Kaizo ROM hack I have played through entirely, completely drunk out of my mind, because when I have people over at my little bar over here that I have behind me, for holidays and stuff, I will usually get bored and just start playing ROM hacks while I drink. I really don't want to, like, stare at people who are doing karaoke or, like, have the dumbest conversations with people about the fucking Legos they like the most or cheating on their girlfriends or dumb shit. Fuck off. Yeah, it's really easy to just kind of miss the path there. I wish it wasn't. I wish it flowed a little smoother. It's short, so we don't have much harm in fucking up a little bit. And pathing some of that out is basically the level. But I would feel more self-satisfied if it went a little smoother. Oh. Yeah, it's finicky. There's a lot of waggling. There's a lot of not quite full jump. Oop. I grabbed too early. And then after you play Sure Shot, come back here and I'll ruin you with infinite ROM hack recommendations. And then you'll be like, oh shit, I can't stop now. Yeah. Yeah, actually, if you gave me more space there to not have to waggle around a little bit so I could just kind of bear into it, that would feel a lot better. Even with how awkward that is. And, I mean, it's only 15 seconds, but you have room. And whenever you can let the player just hold right or just hold left instead of having to waggle into position, it always ends up feeling better to do that whenever you can. To stretch out the space. And even if you want to feel cramped or claustrophobic or very difficult, that can still be a good way to open things up a little bit sometimes, at least part of the time. And you get that here. We open it up here, then we get tight. Oops. But I feel like we stay too tight. Really, it's just that little bump there, and there's a lot going on there, and I want to get past it. Robbed. Robbed. Absolute theft. Got a problem with the waiting. Well, and if you're looking at giving people anxiety in tight spaces, rather than making them wait, the donut block setup you had the first time there, where the player is kind of having to waver on the donut blocks to drop them at the right time, something that keeps the feet hot like that, where the player, not just the donut block falls and then you die, but something that keeps you engaged. Having to maybe move around in a small loop to stay out of the booze is a much, much better way to make the player wait, if the player is going to wait, than to just make the player stand still, waiting for the cycles to line up. Too much of that will end up feeling extremely tedious, so you need to make sure whatever the engagement is not the worst thing on earth, and at least tolerable, or a little fun. The really common go-to in a Mario game is literally a 10 coin block. Then the player can stop and hit the coin block while they're waiting for the P-switch or whatever to wear off. Yeah, you really want to avoid nothing happening as much as possible. When the player is waiting to be able to move, even in troll levels, that's a super common criticism, is don't make me wait for a goddamn P-switch. You can do something else. You can literally just make a small maze that the player is circling through before it runs out. But yeah, something to keep the player actively engaged, even if it's just getting coins in kind of awkward positions or that are really close to taking damage. Putting something in there for the player to do, most players will do it. Give them some 1-ups to catch. Draw a little face on the side and encourage the player to scroll the camera over there by grabbing some coins and then they see it. Oops. Losing it. Oh, I want to see the rest of it. But we're going to have to wrap it up pretty soon here. Oops. Yep, missed it. Choked it. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot. That's a lot of what holds Mario Maker back. There's no good curation system for people who have a good handle on how to make levels and people who don't. So you spend a ton of time, because there's the skill sets even between just criticizing levels and being good at levels is an enormous, and being good at making levels is an enormous chasm. I'm not great at making levels either. And there's a reason why I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go and see the rest of it. I'm gonna get mad. You know, there's a reason why we're not hearing constantly about like pro level designers getting scooped up out of Mario Maker. They're not here. Yeah, playing endless is a good example of where you'll see some of the worst things. And a lot of people just don't think about player experience when they're making the level. They don't think about anything other than their own experience. And their own experience is heavily colored by the fact that you made the level, and that makes you like it, usually. Or you're really critical, and it makes you hate it. But makes you feel something about it. And since you made the level, you know everything about the level. So it's very, very hard to learn, even to approximate what the player might experience as they work their way through your level. Because they won't know what you know. One of the things that Steve, in those videos I linked earlier, recommended doing for traditional levels was to stop running. To stop holding Y all the time and seeing what a player will experience if they're not running every single second. Because most high-level players will always run, and if you want a level to be playable for everybody, esports, like an easy level, a standard level, you don't want to expect the player to be holding run all the time, because that's no longer an easy level. Most levels in Super Mario Bros. Games can be completed, especially in the first half of the game, without holding the run button. Without touching the run button. But yeah, especially if you're pretty new to Mario Maker, Endless Expert is where you will occasionally get good levels. That's really the only one. It's like maybe 1 in 5 is an okay level. Oh, yeah, it's hard to see how much we need to hold there, especially considering throughout the level that we are very often moderating our jumps, that we're doing a lot of mid jumps and controlled jumps. I would really do a coin trail at the end there, or a 50 coin up at the absolute peak of the player's jump so that they are always holding and stretching to the highest point. I think that's a little bit of a letdown in the design there, in just that I am expecting, through the way the level was put together, not to hold jump, and you should communicate that probably with either a coin trail or just a 50 coin up there. If there's a 50 coin up there that's reachable, the player will reach for it. Yeah, we were right at the end. Yeah, so we saw pretty much everything we had there. Then you were just going to land and hold right, it looks like. Yeah, not bad. Not great, but not terrible. Could easily be polished to flow a little bit better and actually be a legitimately good short, quick little speed run. Short levels too, you can really get away with a lot of nonsense. It's, in general, I think making short levels is a pretty good place to start. But playing helps a lot too, but it sounds like you're already on that. But yeah, I'm going to bed. You have a good night. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, that's what I mean about raiding. I work through the queue. By the end of it, everybody goes to bed or fucks off, so I have no raid to pay it forward. Nobody wants a raid of 1 or 2 people. But thanks a lot for watching. Have a good night. I will be back tomorrow in about 21 hours doing more viewer levels, so if you got more, throw them at me.